Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Grundy Lake Provincial Park. This was our first time at Grundy Lake Provincial Park.
And I managed to delete most of our video footage.
Most, not all.
Not all of it. We do have all of our B-roll footage from the Sony, but I accidentally formatted the memory card that we used in our GoPro. And that's the camera that we do most of our talking to when we're out on the trails, or basically when we're doing anything. So we're missing quite a lot of footage from this vlog.
That's okay. We still have enough to put something together for you guys. As I was saying, this was our first time at Grundy Lake Provincial Park. Driving through the campground, we were immediately impressed with how large each of the campsites were.
They were all surrounded with trees that provided a good amount of privacy, and each site had its own unique characteristics. There were some beautiful sites right along the edge of the lake.
Our campsite was number 838 in the Balsam Campground on the west side of the park. It was a great site with a gorgeous view of the water.
It really was a great site. It had some cool trails right along the water to explore, plus we were close to a washroom and a water tap. But there was one major downfall about this site. Right on the other side of Clear Lake, which is a pretty small lake by the way, was Highway 69, which is part of the Kansas-Trinidad highway system, and it is a major road for transport trucks.
It was super loud, day, night. It was hard to sleep.
It's all you could hear was
Yes.
trucks and traffic.
Plus, there is a lovely set of train tracks that runs pretty close through the campground. So if you're looking for a quiet camping event, I don't necessarily suggest Grundy
Yeah,
Lake.
I would recommend if you are going to go to Grundy Lake, go for one of the campgrounds that is further in away from the highway. You still might hear the train.
Yeah, at least you won't get the highway.
But not as much traffic, because that's literally all we heard. But other than that, phenomenal
It was
campground. But despite all the traffic noise, we got our tent set up, started a fire, and made some food.
Hot dogs for lunch.
First thing we're gonna do this morning is have some breakfast. I pre-made some pancake batter at home and we've got some bacon and I am starving, so let's get cooking.
After breakfast, we packed up and got ready for our first hike of the trip along the Swan Lake Trail.
Swan Lake Trail is a 1.8 kilometer long trail through some of the low-lying marshlands in the park. It even has a floating boardwalk near the beginning of the trail that allows you to walk right over the water.
Once you're on the other side of the water, it's an easy hike with only 30 meters of elevation gain throughout the entire walk. The trail takes you through some of the old growth forests that surround Swan Lake.
The trail took us about 40 minutes to complete, and we took our time to check out all the different lookout points along the way. The second hike we did on this trip was the Beaver Dam Trail. It was a 2.7 kilometer long loop trail that sits just north of Clear Lake.
Much like the first hike, this trail explored more of the low-lying marshlands around the lakes. This was another very easy hike with only 44 meters of elevation gain throughout the trail. The trail was well groomed and was complete with boardwalks through most of the muddy sections.
Due to the muddy, wet environment surrounding the trails, the mosquitoes and flies were pretty bad. We definitely recommend bringing bug repellent or wearing long sleeve clothing.
So this trail is pretty uneventful, but they do have a loop at the end of the main trail, and I definitely recommend doing the loop because this is clearly the best part of the trail. There's even a picnic table up here, so definitely bring your lunch or some snacks out.
You are my sun. You are my sunshine. You are my sun. Breath away.
After a short break at the end of the trail, we headed back to join up with the main loop again.
You are my sun. Breath away. You are my sun. You are my sunshine. You are my sun. Breath away. You are my sun. You are my sunshine.
You found what?
You are my sun.
Deer poop. There's a lot of them around, eh? Deer poop everywhere.
See lots of deer poop, you just don't see any deer. We made it, we're almost there.
After we finished the trail, we stopped in at the Grundy Lake Supply Post, which has just about everything you need for camping, before heading back to our campsite.
We relaxed most of the day here at the campsite, and now we are enjoying a nice campfire before we head to bed for the night. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and we will see you in the next video. Bye! Out my armpits.
Oh yeah, look at all those mosquito beds. They're feasting on us, that's for sure.
And I wore bug spray.
Alright, let's keep moving.